Hello and welcome to the Wednesday edition of The Box Seat. I'm Mark Warwood. 7 races at Ascot on Wednesday. We're expecting some rain, showers increasing 25 degrees Celsius. I think the track will stay a good for though. The forecast is for late in the day for the rain to fall, and the rail, it will be out at the 14-metre position. Race number 1 at Ascot on Wednesday will jump at 1:34. It's the Tap Touch Derby Day at Ascot handicap over 1,000 metres and in replay. Let's have a look at the last start win at Bunbury of Excise Free.
Is tracking up Missing Pro at the top of the home straight. A length and a half to Touch Sensitive. Secret Assault followed further back by My Lena, starting to run on down the middle of the track. Cosmic Eyes has got to the lead. Excise Free starting to pick up with My Lena. Cosmic Eyes in front. Excise Free and My Lena deep out. Running on as well now is Dance Mindy Dance. Excise Free diving at it. My Lena.
I think the Bunbury race is the key form reference for race number 1 at Ascot, and I'm sticking with number 1. Excise Free. Beat Missing Pro and Cosmic Eyes by more than a length in that replay event and now meets them on better terms. That's due to the claim of Harry Grace, who gets the weight down to 57, and he has ridden a winner in WA since he moved from Victoria. Goes on top from number 4, Missing Pro, led last time out but couldn't fend off Excise Free. Gets a lovely gate here, gate number 2, and Sean McGrady takes over from Peter Hall. Number 5, Cosmic Eyes, should be really fit now. Has had 2 runs in really fast run races behind McEdith and Excise Free. Does get a little bit of a tricky gate here. Gate number 7 of 7, but he's in on the limit. And then number 3, Nawi, who resumes after almost a year off to the day since her 6th place in the Burgess Queen Stakes. She did a really good job for Tony Ward as a 2-year-old. Top selection in race number 1 is number 1, Excise Free, to beat 4 Missing Pro, 5 Cosmic Eyes and 3 Nawi. Race number 2 at Ascot on Wednesday jumps at 2:14. It's the Western Race Picks Maiden over 1,200 metres. In replay, we're going to go back to the 16th of October and the run of Jaguar Grey.
Regal poised further back. Drink What You Like shifting out there. 5 off the rail, but with a big lead still from War Saint, Silken Eyes. Snipperana, Jaguar Grey down the outside. Drink What You Like's the leader inside the last 100. Getting tired. Silken Eyes taking ground off it very, very quickly. Coming through, dived. Oh, gee, they made it close.
The outside gate is probably the only negative here for Jaguar Grey, drawn 12 of 12, but Jade McNaught keeps the ride, brings the weight down to 53.5, drops to maiden grade following what was an excellent first up run in a high rating race, not only for a Wednesday, but basically for any time of the year at Ascot, and also made a very pleasing debut behind Specialism as a 2-year-old. Going to be really hard to beat if it gets the right run. Goes on top from number 8, Chatter Session, who won a Larkhill trial after placing 3rd last season twice. Stephen Miller is the trainer. Gate number 1 here for Brad Parnham, who rode Chatter Session in its recent trial. Number 4, Dance Cocky, comes from the Trevor Andrews yard. Jade McNaught rode this horse in the trial, but Sean McGrady rides on race day. Twice last season, finished about 3 lengths behind Mia Dolce. That's reasonable form. And then number 1, Shadow Shifter. The winkers come off here, decent gate. Gate number 2 has placed in each of his last three contests at maiden level. Top selection in race number 2 is number 7, Jaguar Grey, to beat 8 Chatter Session, 4 Dance Cocky and 1 Shadow Shifter. Race number 3 at Ascot on Wednesday will jump at 2:54. It's the Heineken 3 Maiden over 1,500 metres, and in replay we're going to go back a fortnight and the run of Pambella.
But drifted away from the fence. Pambella's about to shoot through and join it very quickly. 3 E's is battling on. Cambist is tracking the favourite, coming to the 200. Pambella the leader. 3 E's sticks on. Cambist driving in the centre though. It's Cambist and Pambella down on the inside. Cambist has got the neck in front, and Cambist does too well. Cambist won from Pambella. 3 E's.
Pambella was really well supported 2 weeks ago. Beat all bar Cambist in that race, and I certainly don't think this race is any tougher than the one from the 16th of October. Gets a reasonable gate here, gate number 11. He's down on 54 kilos, and Brad Parnham takes over from Jade McNaught, a senior rider. Goes on top from number 12, Arrogane. I'm sure that Ted Martinovic's filly has got a maiden win in her. Was quite keen on her first up in the race named after Ted's late wife. Was only beaten 3/4 of a length by Rewrite the Stars, and then last start was last behind Boomtastic, but that form is probably okay, certainly for a Wednesday maiden. Number 7, Mr. Fahrenheit, was wide throughout his runner-up run at Bunbury behind Playing With God. Does get a tricky gate here, gate number 12 of 13. And then number 11, the Marxian. Debuts for Darren McAuliffe, and it's had 3 trials. Ben Patterson rides, hasn't ridden this horse in a trial, but the blinkers go on. That's a sign of intent, and it's not not the deepest of races. Top selection in race number 3 is number 13, Pambella, to beat 12 Aragain, 7 Mr Fahrenheit and 11 Marxian. Race number 4 at Ascot on Wednesday will jump at 3:30. It's the Amelia Park Handicap over 1,100 metres. The horse we're going to take a look at in replay is Semigol. We're not going to look at the trial, we're going to go back to the size produce back in April.
Beethoven, 10 Snip trying to track it home. Divide the Sea, Kelvin, followed by Marcia Lady. Semigol, 200 to go from Beethoven. Specialism, 10 Snip starting to really flatten out and he's running on. Specialism though grabs the lead. Specialism, 10 Snip coming. 10 Snip, Specialism. They'll split it. 10 Snip. 10 Snip got there a lip.
Semigol resumes 6 months after leading up the WA Size Produce Stakes at Group 3 level and going down by less than a couple of lengths to 10 Snip. Finished 5th in that race. I know the form out of it hasn't really stacked up and certainly not to Group 3 level, but in a midweek race here, which isn't particularly deep, you'd think that Lou Luciani's placed his horse quite well, and I think Semigol's going to take a fair bit of beating. Goes on top from the watch horse, which is number 4, Block of Land. The winkers go on for the debut. He's only had the one trial behind Safe to Make Up at Belmont on the 14th of October. I think what's significant here is the horse debuts in a Class 1 rather than a maiden. Didn't really love the trial, but again, not the deepest of races. Number 8, Trade Prize, has run okay behind several nice gallopers in recent weeks. Trialled behind Mo de Vega and Windstorm, and we all saw what Windstorm did when he was at Ascot a couple of weeks ago. And number 1, Arctic Blue, over-raced close to the speed last start with Jade McNaught in the saddle. She keeps the ride here down to 58.5 kilos, looking for its second win from its 10th start. Top selection in race number 4 is number 3, Semigol, to beat 4 Block of Land, 8 Trade Prize and 1 Arctic Blue.